blind pew here. If you watched my last transmission you will know that I am some way below the galaxy surfing a band of neutron stars that appears to stretch from the galactic core for more than 10,000 light years. However, I've stopped here to deactivate all non-essential systems. It has been pointed out that by leaving them on I am generating unneeded heat. I did know that, but once again failed to put it into practice. I will now though. There we go. Frame shift drive. Life support. Fuel scoop. Those, on balance, are probably needed. Yes. And that. That should do it. Okay, on to the next neutron star system. Got to be careful not to hit this neutron star gravity field as we go. Look, you can just make out distortion round the neutron star itself.
Frameshift drive charging.
And so back to the grindstone. I've not included much in this transmission, but I have been jumping between hundreds of these neutron stars. Initially it is interesting, then less so, then irritating, and eventually mind-numbing. It almost makes your eyes bleed. But hopefully worth a lot of credits. Unusually, an interesting neutron star system. Binary neutron stars and a star being formed. Stellar life and death in one system. So, that's how far I have traveled on this neutron star field so far. About 10,000 light years. Quite some way. And, look. They are still coming thick and fast. Oh joy. But, of course, you have to stop every one in a while for a fuel scoop.
Fuel scooping.
Interesting that 3 stars are positioned quite closely here. Of course it would be madness to fly between these two, wouldn't it? I learnt that the hard way last time. So I'll not be doing that this time, will I, Pew? Pew? Will I, Pew?
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh no. Seems I can't resist.
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat damage. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Bit of heat there, not too bad. Seeing those systems off earlier may have helped. And so, back to scanning the neutron stars. Lately I am finding more systems like this. A neutron star surrounded by other main sequence stars. Are astonishing. It is indeed a neutron star. Another one. Yes. Quite a few stars here. So I've traveled a bit further and am now around 14,000 light years from home. The neutron star field is now thinning out a bit, as you can see. These occasional gaps mean sometimes I am not able to jump directly to another neutron star now.
Frameshift drive charging.
I guess the field will end soon. Okay. The galactic map here gives a good impression of where I have got to. Below the galaxy. But viewed from above here you can see that although I am now some distance from the core, I still have around the same distance to go to get home. If you look closely you can see that there are a number of nebulae around here.
Superconductors, 5,689.
I found an old broadcast of the commodity news on my system storage. After so long from home, and with the monotony of the neutron star field, this is strangely appealing.
With a standard error 16. Performance enhancers, 5,138, up 232, S error 15. Progenitor cells, 5,205, up 202, S error 13. Down 48, S error 12. Tantalum, 6,482, down 26, S error 11. Bertrandite, 6,200, down 8, with a standard error 11. Indite, 5,956, up 6, 2, S error 11. Kate, reporting for Radio Sidewinder News. Remember to keep an eye on the commodity market at your local station, and avoid pirates. Invest soundly, entrepreneurs.
It is with mixed feelings that I am now greeted with what will probably be the final neutron star I will visit in this neutron star field. It ran from below the core 25,000 light years from Sol all the way to here 13,000 light years from Sol. A run of 12,000 light years. Not bad. It may in fact stretch even further beyond the core, but I'll leave that to others to discover. You can see from the galaxy map here that the gaps between each neutron star are now so big that it is no longer worth persisting with this. Luckily I have just noticed that there is an interesting looking nebula just over 1,000 light years from here. Look here. The imaginatively entitled New Core BKZD44. Not too far away, so worth a look I think. And so now I am about one jump from the nebula. You can see the deep red coloration and... interestingly, the nebula appears to almost be split in two if you look ahead there. So, I've now jumped into a system within the nebula itself and have reached this gas giant ahead. Here you can see the full range of colors in this nebula. Simply amazing. Also, if you look carefully through the rings of this planet, you can just make out a second ringed gas giant over there to the right. The rings around this planet are quite distinctive. My plan is to drop into them and see if we can get a better view of the nebula. but I am oh so wary of the cracks in my canopy, so my approach is unashamedly slow and halting. So here we are then. This looks to be a very dense ring system. I think it is a ring of ice asteroids. Let's get a little bit closer. Yes, definitely ice. Although, the particle density is really high around here. I was hoping for a better view of the nebula, but I can hardly see it from here. Oh well, live and learn. As expected for a system in a nebula, it is already discovered. Congratulations, Commander Ladoranus. Oh, hang on, he has missed this last one. I'll take that. I'm not proud. It's a pretty good thing to get your name as first discoverer of a planet in a nebula, so I am quite pleased about this. I'm happy to take the crumbs off Commander Ladoranus's table. Identified as an icy body. Basically a lump of ice and rock. At least it has rings. I shall name this planet, Planet Blind Pew. And that large mountain range over there, Spyglass Hill, I think. This planet seems to have had rather a hard life. It has been bashed about a bit and is full of holes and cracks, and other than that is rather nondescript. How appropriate, I hear you say. Well, at least it has rings. Let's look more closely at those. These rings seem a lot less dense than the last planet I was looking at. Perhaps I can resurrect my plan to look at the nebula from within a ring system here. Let's get into the ring system. Looks feasible. Boosting in.
Flight assist off.
And flight assist off makes for a graceful descent into the ring itself. Well, until you smash into one of the asteroids, that is. You have no doubt noted that I have taken the precaution of switching my shield back on for now.
Flight assist on.
And there, bottled, leaving flight assist off any longer. Yes, this is the sight I was after. Quite something, isn't it? And, of course, no trip to an asteroid field is ever really complete without firing off your lasers, is it? Nice image of my ship, the Asp Explorer, created by my shadow on the asteroid there. I wonder if I can hit that? Wow. They certainly have more impact on these ice asteroids than the regular rock ones.
Module malfunction. Module malfunction.
Time to get out of here, I think. Aha. Couldn't help noticing that the Federation are listed as unfriendly towards me there. I'm pretty sure I was hated when I left, so time does dull their memory. A bit of luck, as I don't want them destroying my ship with all this exploration data on board on my way home. Back off with the shield generator to save on heat. And off we go. So I'm really pushing on now. Trying to be as efficient as possible. If I scoop a little bit on each jump, I may never need to do a full fuel scoop.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
And if you hit the frame shift button at just the right time, it is charged and you jump out quickly. Though you have to time it right to avoid heat levels getting too high. Just like that.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, the state of my subsystems has been playing on my mind. None of the critical systems are too bad, but they have fallen to around the 70% mark. And my remaining field maintenance unit is in quite poor repair itself. I'll need to keep an eye on these. Yes, I'm still worrying about these subsystems. Interesting binary star orbit here. Not the main star, so I am traveling for a closer look under supercross. Right through the middle, I think. Lovely. Okay, so I have stopped at this nearby planet. After another incident during which my recording systems were offline, my subsystems have taken some more heat damage. In the back of my ship I found a box with an alternative control system. I forgot that I had brought that on this trip. It's called a Thrustmaster X or something. I installed it of course, but that proved to be a bit premature. Not knowing where all the controls were meant I could not find the heatsink, so took a fair bit of damage. I've decided to carry out some repairs here.
Module repaired. Thrusters offline.
I think that I will try and keep the key systems repaired to 70% in an attempt to make my repairs go further.
Thrusters online.
So, where next? Well, there does not seem to be anything of interest in the near vicinity, so I'll be heading back home. However, I have noticed this nebula broadly on my route, though it is some way off. The Eagle Nebula. Fabled home of the Pillars of Creation. And just look at that very odd dense clustering of stars within the nebula itself. Very odd, and hopefully will prove very interesting. Until next time. Good luck, commanders. And I will see you out there.